Hi friends, today I'm doing a tattoo tour that has been highly requested on my Instagram. Obviously the title is a little silly joke. I have many meaningless tattoos, as you will see. I'm gonna go from oldest to most recent. Hopefully they're in order. I might mess them up. You know how it is when you get tattooed. If I remember the shop or the artist, I will put their Instagram handle on the screen. And I have a total of 16. I did count them. Honestly though, I feel like my back tattoo should count as 5 of them, but that is debatable. So let's get started. So my first tattoo are these peonies on my shoulder, and I will show a close-up in a second. I got this tattoo when I was 23. I know that's a little older than a lot of people start getting tattooed at like 18 years old, but honestly, I notice a lot of those people end up getting shitty tattoos or regretting their tattoos. So I'm kind of glad I sat on the idea for a while. And I was hesitant to start getting tattooed right away because I knew I was gonna go into the psychology field and I was scared that like I couldn't get a job. So if you'll notice, I started getting tattooed in areas that I could easily hide. And it's so funny now because like I'm a therapist with a hand tattoo and literally no one cares. Things have changed, thankfully, but anyway, I will show you a close-up of this tattoo. So as you can see, it kind of wraps around my shoulder here and it goes down to right there. It has a little bud. I still really love this tattoo. The only thing I will say is I wish it had maybe a little bit more shading in the flowers, but it is what it is. And the artist for this one, his name is Johnny. I'll put his handle somewhere on the screen if I can find it. He actually did my first 4 tattoos that I'm going to show you. This tattoo has no meaning except that I love peonies. I think they're pretty. At the time, everyone was getting roses on their shoulder, and I was like, let me change it up a little bit. I'm sure there's like a bunch of other women walking around with the same tattoo. Anyway, the second tattoo that I got is a death moth. I'll show you a little close-up of that. Hopefully the camera focuses. I still love this tattoo so much. I think it's sick. I love the little circles right here in the middle. And the shading is super cool. So this tattoo actually has meaning. It's kind of an homage to the movie The Silence of the Lamb. If you know the cover, it has a death moth on it. The movie introduced me to the world of psychiatry and psychology. And I thought Jodie was a badass, and I was like, I want that job. Now I have no desire to work in a prison at all. I think I'm not cut out for that sort of work. Surprisingly, this one didn't really hurt. I thought it would because everyone kept warning me about the inner arm, and it really wasn't that bad, to be honest. My third tattoo is a hand being pierced by a dagger and holding a loteria card. Let me show you guys a close-up. There it is. Wraps around my arm a little bit. As you can see, there's some blowouts right there, but it's kind of inevitable at times and I really don't mind. My favorite part though is this like Victorian sleeve right here. I think it's super cool. The reason I got that one is I honestly just really like the imagery of a hand being pierced by a dagger. I mostly saw examples of this tattoo holding a tarot card, and I thought to myself, how can I change it up a little bit? And I was like, I'll do a loteria card, and I really like the Luna card, so I just said, why not? And I just see it as a little nod to my childhood, growing up playing the game. And yeah, I still really love this tattoo as well. My fourth tattoo are the lemons on my arm. You guys could see. My favorite part is this little bee right here. I like how dainty the wings are. I also like this right here, the thorns. I specifically asked for thorns. That part was killer. But yeah, those are my lemons. They wrap around. That tattoo truly has no meaning. I just think lemons are pretty, and I said, fuck it. For my fifth tattoo, I went a little kooky. I did a whole back piece. I was in grad school at the time and pretty broke, so I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm the type of person, I get an idea in my head and I get anxiety if I don't execute it, so that's what happened. I got that one done in Oakland, California. I'm pretty sure the shop closed down, so It is what it is. This tattoo was done in a span of like 3 months. I think it took about 4 sessions if I'm not mistaken, and they were each about like 4 hours long with like a break in between to eat and get some water. I won't lie, super painful tattoo. At times I was gripping the seat. Shockingly not my most painful tattoo though, and I'll get to that later. I'm obsessed with this tattoo. It's one of my favorites. My only regret is not going higher on my neck, so I will probably end up adding on to this tattoo eventually. I will put a picture of the tattoo right here because honestly I don't want to flash you guys. It's kind of awkward to show you on camera without doing so, so it'll be up here while I'm talking about it. This one has absolutely no meaning either. I just really love like the filigree style, so I just went with it. And my favorite part is in the middle there's like a mandala, and I think it just flows with my back so beautifully. And I have no regrets. Love it. One of my favorites. Tattoos 6 and 7 are on my upper thighs, and on one side it's a scorpion, on the next side is a bundle of herbs. And again, those don't mean anything. I just thought they looked sick. That's all. And no, I'm not a Scorpio. I just think scorpions are sick. Part of the reason I got those was for body confidence. I've always been self-conscious of my thighs, of my legs. I rarely wore shorts and skirts, and honestly tattoos just made me feel more confident and good about my body, so I just decided I'm gonna get my legs tattooed. Not the best quality because the tattooer I went to was fairly new. There's some blowouts, but I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Maybe eventually I will get them retouched, but we will see. Those didn't hurt that much because I don't recall the pain, so that probably means that they didn't hurt as bad. But anyway, those were not done at the same time. They were done a couple weeks apart. I'm not that hardcore. I still think they're cute. Also for those, I will show pictures here on the screen because I really don't want to be on camera in my chonies, not for free. My next tattoo is a silly little pun above my knee. I actually remember the artist. It was in Oakland, and his Instagram handle is Discount Stab Shack. Super chill dude. I'll show you guys the tattoo. I think I'm gonna have to get on top of this chair. Okay, there it is. Hope you guys could see that. Yeah, it's just like a little skull guy drinking coffee, looking a little crazy and stressed out. Obviously, you know, the little pun, resisting arrest. That one is from his flash sheet, and I was at the end of grad school when I got that. I was very tired, very stressed out, doing my internship, barely getting paid, still going to school, so I thought it was fitting. Next are my inner thigh tattoos, by far the most painful tattoos I've ever gotten. These were done a couple weeks apart as well. I'm gonna try to show you guys those without flashing, and if I cannot do that, I'll just put pictures of them on the screen. That is the rose on one side and the snake on the other. Again, no meaning whatsoever. I just thought they were cool. That's all. And I think they look badass when they stick out of my shorts or skirts, and no regrets. Highly recommend for self-esteem boost. Do not recommend for pain, that is for sure. The next tattoo I got in Portland on Halloween on my husband's work trip. The shop was having a Halloween flash event, and we said fuck it. It's this spider with some web. It is right here. I think it's super sick. I love the placement. That one is actually my only color tattoo, and red is the only color that I will ever put into any tattoo. Not even like all red tattoo. I will only do red accents. I'm not a fan of color tattoos on myself. I just wouldn't like that the colors would clash with whatever I'm wearing. I feel like black and gray tattoos are neutral, and I think a little pop of red is pretty cool. That's that tattoo. The next two tattoos were done by the same artist, and I will put her handle somewhere on the screen. So the artist was doing a bunch of these little guys. They kind of look like old school cartoons to me, and I was a fan. They kind of remind me of the game Cuphead. I just kind of had her dress him up like a little punk rocker dude. He has a leather jacket, patches, cute little earrings, and I love him. He was pretty painful too, that spot. There he is. Isn't he just so cute? Like I said, that one has no meaning. I just thought he was cute. Still do. And then the other tattoo that she did was a matching birthday tattoo for my little sister, and it's a little frog with an ice pack on its head with the phrase sana sana colita de rana, and if you know you know. And we both just like frogs, and that was like a saying our mom would say to us. I mean, if you're Latino, you already know. If you get her, that's what your parents say. Well, if they like you. Anyway, there he is in all his glory. Obviously, that one is very meaningful because it's a matching tattoo with my sister, and she is hardcore. She got her first tattoo on her shin. She's very brave for that. Anyway, let's see what is next. After that, I got a cherry for my birthday 2 years ago, I think. I'm horrible with timelines, honestly. In San Diego, it was just some random shop, and I got it off some dude's flash sheet. No meaning again, I just think cherries are cute. So yeah, let me show you that. Okay, there it is, my cherry tattoo. Second to last is my barbed wire tattoo above my knee, and that one was done on a random little day trip with my friends to San Francisco. The shop is called Two Cranes, and they're very talented. This one has no meaning, I just think it looks cool. That's it. And I like the style, it's like very dainty. I believe it might be single needle. I'm not sure, but I'm obsessed with it. You guys could see that. That one hurt a lot. It's no joke when they say that the knee hurts, and it wasn't even on my knee, it's above, so just a warning. Latest and greatest tattoo is my sacred heart on my hand. I'll do a little close-up for you guys. I like the way that it almost touches my other tattoo and they kind of curve on each other. That one was done by an artist named Eugene. He's now in San Francisco. I'll put his Instagram handle somewhere. For chill dude, highly recommend. Surprisingly, the hand did not hurt as much as I thought it would. It took about 5 hours. This one actually has meaning, shockingly. This one is modeled after a sacred heart that my husband bought me in Paris when we were there for our honeymoon, and it kind of represents our honeymoon, basically. Later on, he also got a matching one on his upper arm, which looks just as sick on him, except he added spider webs kind of on top. So yeah, super cool. That is my hand tattoo. I have so many plans for more tattoos. I really want to get my elbow done and just some more filler right here. I hate this gap, but honestly, no one can really see that but me. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I like to be able to see my tattoos, so I try to avoid and get them in places where I can only see at certain angles, because girl, they're expensive, they're painful. So hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Let me know if you want more tattoo content. I could do a do's and don'ts of getting tattooed, maybe some advice. It's hard out here for women. I know what it's like to walk into a dude bro shop and feel intimidated and like you can't ask for what you want, but I am not for that. And let me know about your tattoos. Which ones are your favorites? And like if you like this video, subscribe as well if you want more content from me. I'm learning, getting a little less rusty with each video, I hope. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.